folks. Welcome back to Southern Hang Podcast, live from the Blue Couch in the basement of the Southern Hang Studios.
South End.
That's right, baby. We got Neil Wilding made a visit from the OC to come sit on the Blue Couch. I think this is my first guest on the Blue Couch, so I'm pumped.
Great. I'm so glad I'd be sitting on the couch here with you.
Oh, this is cool, man.
Yeah, so your log is sitting next there, close to us.
Me, you, and the stormtrooper hanging out in the basement. But welcome to season two of the Southern Hang Podcast. We took a little break, and so now we're back, and we're gonna do a little catch up, talk about what's coming up, talk about the season two. Sherman and Brian Revin can't be with us for this episode, so we're going to kick it off and kind of get us going.
Their summer break is a little longer than ours, I guess.
Yeah, well, they got younger kids that probably need a little more attention than ours. Ours are veterans. We've got them up and running. They're independent.
This is true. Yeah. This is true.
Yeah.
We've been up to this summer. You been hanging out at the lake?
Man, that's all we do. That is all we do is hang out at the lake. I get home from work. I'm on the road, land. The Tammy's already got things packed, and then we're taking off and headed down to Rough River Lake and spending our time on the boat. Got to do a full week on the boat or in the camper, and
not just the camper, Bolivar too.
Yeah, Bolivar too, the electric boogaloo. Yeah, we got a full man. We got our shout out to Angie at North Fork Campsite. Man, she is awesome, and she is the campsite guest or the campsite host, I should say, and. Man, she was awesome. And so we spent a full week there, and we're basically back and forth to the lake, not doing like say a Florida or basically our whole this summer's been kind of running back and forth to the lake and spinning it on the pontoon boat. So yeah, having a blast, man. No
complaints there. I've been hanging on the water a little bit too, but different. I was down in Texas.
Yeah.
I got to take the family back. Shane and I lived in Texas for about 6 years.
Uh-huh.
And so we got to hit some of the old spots. We saw the house. We didn't float the river because we're coming off of some flooding and stuff, but we were there. Uh-huh. We got to see it. And most importantly, we got to hit Green Hall.
Got Green Hall. Did you see anybody?
I saw Silverado.
Oh, all right.
Which formerly Mike and the Moon Pies. Great set. Yeah. And they had a guy opening for him by the name of Garrett T. Capps.
Okay.
Garrett T. Capps is San Antonio proud. He's got a song called I Love San Antone.
All right.
He's got a song called I'm Sorry, Shamu.
All right. Is that he said it, what's the water park?
Yeah, SeaWorld.
SeaWorld.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. He apologizes on how the humans have mistreated the whales.
Is that CAPPS? Is that CAPS? How do
you CAPPS.
All right.
Yeah. He actually is very good.
Let's get Garrett on
He's got a little, I think we might need to.
We're going to get Garrett on the podcast.
I tell you, he reminds me a little bit of Sturgill. He's got a little psychedelic country working.
Dig it. I'll be plugging him on to I'll just do like
go fire him up now.
Garrett Capps. Now my phone will start, the Instagram reels and all that'll your phone's listening.
That's right, it's listening. So,
yeah.
So that was cool. And sporting the new Green Hall merch. Mm-hmm. Got to eat at the gristmill.
There you go.
And introduce the family to what it's like to go to a show at Texas' oldest dance
hall in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
That's sweet. You had all the kids. You had all three.
The whole family.
Yeah.
Well, and so that was cool.
Y'all drove the whole time.
We flew into Houston, in and out of Houston, and then did a little road trip around Texas.
Did like a loop.
We did a little loop. The kids wanted to do the Magnolia thing.
Yeah.
And the wife wanted to.
Waco.
So they did the Waco thing, and then we made our way down.
Yeah.
Did some touristy stuff at San Antonio, Alamo, Riverwalk.
Yeah. The new Alamo remodel.
It was
it's all remodeled.
It was remodeled. Still no basement.
Still the Alamo, but I'm like the area around it's all been revamped.
Yep.
And so that's cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it was under construction last time I was down there.
And then we, like I said, we went into Green and had a really cool Airbnb right in the heart of Green, Texas.
Oh, killer.
And then finished up with an Astros game in Houston on 4th of July. I got
Go
to
Astros.
see.
They get the dub.
They did. Jordan had 2 bombs,
Alvarez.
including a game winner. It was fun.
Nice.
Yeah. And in fact, I was in downtown Houston, same time as the World Cup. You been checking out some soccer?
I love it. I made up with it. Watching every game. I would say in the group stage, I was interested in watching when I could. When we made the knockout round, I don't know that I've missed a game. I don't know I've missed a match. I'm watching everything. So I made up with it. I love soccer. My family's soccer people. So we're at a birthday party this past weekend, for one of my buddies here in the neighborhood. And didn't come off I went to his house and sat on the couch to watch Norway play, and then my buddies were all giving me crap. And I'm like, sorry. When you come visit me right here, I'm watching. I'm still here at the party, but I am watching this match. And so, but yeah, no, it's been great.
So I'm
totally invested.
I was booking my hotel. We kind of booked this trip last minute, and we'd already bought our flight. We had our Airbnbs and all this stuff. And the last thing I had to do was get a hotel in Houston. Yeah. I was like, no big deal. We'll just get a hotel by the stadium. Yeah. By the time I started booking it, I'm like, man, these hotels are expensive. And that's when I connected the dots. Oh, yeah. Houston's hosting a World Cup game the same time we're supposed to be there. And but it was cool. It was the Morocco won. And they knocked off.
Cape Verde?
No, it was in the round of 16.
Colombia? Who did they play?
It was after that. They won one of the European teams, I think.
Oh, well.
It was Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Not a European team.
Nice. So did you have like a big conglomerate of fans there?
Mostly Morocco.
Did you get to be in the mix and
listen
to people do the chants?
Yes, they were. It was awesome. At the hotel, and they had we stayed at a nice hotel with like a downtown rooftop pool, and they had the big TVs up and all of the games playing. So you can't help but get
the fandom is so great. The chanting, all the stuff that they go into, man, I'm so invested. It's so much fun. And I've loved seeing all the people talk about, how cool the United States was to host and how well our, country is set up to host, this amount of people. And it's just been fun hearing the people talk about, selling out cities of their alcohol or the crazy food that they've gotten to eat. And, oh, man.
So Moroccans couldn't have been nicer. Yeah. Obviously I wasn't talking to them, but just like they were all around the city.
You don't speak Moroccan?
I didn't. I don't know. I did not. Right. I could probably pick up a few of the things they're putting down.
Right.
But
I guess that's Moroccan.
I don't know. It's northern Africa.
Don't ask me about
Morocco's up like northern Africa, just south of. Anyway.
Yeah.
They're and then the soccer game was at noon. Good. And I went to the Strohs game at like 6.
Oh, sweet.
So Morocco won. They're celebrating. So they were a bunch of Morocco fans at the baseball game, partying, having fun, celebrating their dub.
Were there other games that evening? So were they showing anything else on TV? I've seen some where it was like they were at a ball game, but then their team was playing, and so then the guys were jumping up and cheering.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of those clips at baseball games and stuff when they goal. Yeah. The one dude yelled goal from behind home plate.
The pitcher's stepping off. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, it was cool, man. Yeah, so it was good to be back in the Lone Star State for a little bit, and then now we're heading home, getting settled in.
Yeah,
and we got a treat for our guests. Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, is that it for the summer? You got other little trips or?
No, that's it for us. We might hit. My in-laws have a lake house up at Lake James up in northern Indiana. We tend to go there once a year. We might hit that, but for the most part,
we still got a bunch of weekends at the lake, or I should say, long weekends. We'll be back down there this weekend, and then we take a little hiatus for a couple of weeks. I am going up to Chicago. See Foo Fighters, so that'll be fun.
No.
Go up there for a long weekend with a bunch of our mutual buddies, Pervez and others.
So that's in Chicago?
That's Soldier Field.
At Soldier Field.
Yeah, Soldier Field. We're going to go see Foo Fighters, and then back for about. I think we got 3 more stays after that at the lake.
So speaking of Foo Fighters, so did you see? And to our listeners, might have picked this up. Dave Grohl's daughter, Violet. She's getting in the music game a little bit.
Okay, I've heard her sing. And
she released a cover of none other than Sun God from Squirrel Bait.
Oh.
Who, shout out Peter Searcy. Thanks for coming on the show, season 1.
Wow.
But that
I don't think I caught on to that.
they re-released that album.
It's a cover of Squirrel Bait.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was just if she just performed it live and it picked up and went viral, or if she actually put it down in a studio. But that whole band that we spent an episode. We talked to Peter. He was awesome. Yeah. And they re-releasing some of those records on vinyl. Okay. And I think it's seeing second and third life. So
that's badass.
Yeah, shout out Squirrel Bait from Louisville, Kentucky.
Nally, friend of the show, was in Red Rocks this past week, seeing the Avett Brothers, and then opening up for them was Mountain Goats.
John Darnielle.
He got to see Mountain Goats in Red Rocks. They opened up for Avett Brothers. So.
Yeah, well, he came on our show and he had a new album at the time. He's already got another new one.
Oh, really?
He's released 2 or 3 songs. One of them is about Candlebox, the band.
The song is about Candlebox?
The song is about a hypothetical band opening up for Candlebox in the mid-'90s. Yeah. John Darnielle's got quite the creativity.
All right.
Yeah, so he's got that new album. So that's
maybe we'll have to get him back on.
Yeah,
get him back on the show. So
sure.
So we're season 2.
Yes,
we're gearing up. Neil's going to talk about his guest. He just got to interview, and we're going to lead into that. But season 2, we're hoping for more guests. We're definitely going to do some Bourbon and Beyond. We'll probably have a couple 3-part episode on Bourbon and Beyond that's coming up. We've got
yes, we've got well, let's just keep a few of them
top secret.
But we have a couple of returning guests on track. We've got some Kentucky, some people entrenched in the Kentucky artist scene. We got some really cool stuff, and today's episode is I think is a real treat for our audience. I was ultimate fanboy.
You spoke it into reality.
I did.
Yeah.
I told you guys, I said, you got to check out this band Fantastic Cat.
Yeah.
And y'all laugh at me. Mm-hmm. And they're like, Fantastic Cat, what kind of band is that? Is that you got the Modest Mouse and the this and that? And I was like, no, these guys are serious.
We got Fantastic Cats. We got Mountain Goats.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I got in contact. Now, Fantastic Cat, you go to their website. I mean, it is they have fun. Yeah. Let's just say.
Yeah, they had the countdown for when they're going to be eligible for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they're about 20 years out.
Yeah, close. We're counting down. We'll check in every 5 years.
But I will tell you, and you will pick this up from my conversation that I had with Brian Dunne. They're a serious band. They're no jokes. They're a very, and I'm almost. It's like I hang my head in shame as I feel like I'm held to a standard where I got to keep up with new music. And these guys have been cranking since COVID. They put out their first album. They got 3 albums out. I just caught on to them. I just caught up to them with this most recent release, Cat Out of Hell. Yeah. But come to find out, all 4 of these guys have serious solo careers and have big time careers on their own. And then they came together as what they originally thought was going to be like a one-time thing, like a little supergroup, and did their first album, which they called The Very Best of Fantastic Cat.
Awesome.
So greatest hits right out of the gate, right?
Yeah.
Like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, all that. But anyway, they hit my radar here pretty recently. I'm always looking for new music, and I thought it was more new, and come to find out, man, they've got a full catalog, and it is all good. It is they're a really good band. And the interview that we had with Brian Dunne is one of the 4, and there is no primary songwriter. They all 4 of them contribute music, and they all, like I said, they all have their own career. But come to find out,
they got a great sound. Right after you said we were locked in on them, I know I had listened to them a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when you said we were locked in, then I spent the weekend down at the lake, floating on the boat, listening to Fantastic Cat. Man, they got a great sound. I dig them. I don't know who we compare them to, but
they're just I struggle with that a little bit. Band. They're just a good, solid rock band. Yeah. You got acoustic guitar, electric guitar, some piano, drums. It's a good old fashioned rock and roll band. If you want to get a taste of that, go on YouTube and pull up the video for a song called "So Glad You Made It."
Oh yeah.
and you'll recognize not one but two of guest stars in that video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I talk about it in the interview. One of them, which is none other than Adam Duritz, Counting
really?
Crows, but the other one is DMC of Run DMC. Both of them in the video, and but it's like I said, it's a very they know what they're doing in a band. So I don't know. You got any other questions of me about Fantastic Cat before we get to Brian Dunne?
I feel like you'll obviously be telling us all about it on the episode. So no, I'm glad that we're back. We all needed just a hair of a break, and the world is busy, and we all have jobs and children, and be all the above. So we all needed a little mental break, and so I'm glad that we're back.
Heck yeah!
And let's kick off season 2. And next episode, hopefully, we'll have all 4 of us back again. I think we need to have like are we still associated episode?
We did not break up.
Yeah, what kind of knucklehead stuff has Red gotten into here lately?
That's right.
We can talk about the hotly debated conversation of fireflies versus lightning bugs. Apparently, that's all that Redman wants to talk about. What side of the fence you sit on? But no, I'm glad that we're back, man. And I can't wait to listen to this. I can't wait to listen to your interview with Brian Dunne and Fantastic.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and so we'll cue that interview right now. I interviewed Brian a couple weeks ago, and so let's go ahead and cue it now. This is Brian Dunne of Fantastic Cat.
Awesome. Here we go, folks.
Yeah. All right. Hello, Southern Hang family. Neil Wilding here, holding the fort down for my good friends Brian Redman, Craig Cotton, Sherman Brown. We're kicking off season 2 of Southern Hang with a very special guest. As we were wrapping up our first season, one of the things I always like to do is bring new music to the audience. And I had mentioned this album I had come across. I got it here of a band that I learned of called Fantastic Cat. And I am lucky enough to be joined by Brian Dunne of that band. Brian, thank you so much for joining us, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing really, really well. And you are, I know we're going to be pushing this out in August, but you're fresh off a gig here in Louisville.
Yeah. Just played on Saturday in Louisville.
And so 4th of July, you were down on the waterfront.
Yeah.
It managed to not melt. I heard it was
there was some slight melting going on. It was pretty hot out there.
So how'd Louisville treat you?
It was great, man. We were in and out because we have a pretty tight touring schedule. But we came down, caught some of the World Cup, and then we played on Saturday, and it was really cool, really good crowd, and beautiful fireworks, man.
You stuck around for that, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's nice. So you only got a junior fireworks show because in Louisville, Kentucky Derby is obviously a Louisville thing.
Yeah, sure.
So kicking off the Kentucky Derby Festival is they call it Thunder Over Louisville. And that's our big fireworks show. So
is it so?
Junior show.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess I got to come back.
Was that your first time playing in Louisville? You've been doing this a long time.
Yes, sure. I have. I've played plenty of shows in Kentucky, but I don't know if that's the first time the band has headlined Louisville. So, but I'm sure we'll be back sooner rather than later.
Yeah. And so did you get to interact with any of the artists on the bill, or were you in and out?
We were pretty in and out. They basically brought us in and carried us out. But
I know Britt Taylor played. She's been on our show before.
Oh, is it so?
She's a Kentucky gal, and she's from Hindman, Kentucky.
Oh, so. Cool. Well, yeah, no, we didn't get to hang too much, but we unfortunately one of the downsides of touring the way we've been touring is it's pretty transient. We're kind of in and out everywhere, so yeah. It's a lot of catching up with the city via the gas station outside of town, and and maybe a coffee in the morning before we go, or maybe a drink in between sound check and the show. That's basically the time we get to explore the city.
Yeah. Well, I think they set that up pretty nice down on the waterfront, though.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice, big stage and everything. Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah. So I came across you, man. Our our audience knows, I'm the music nerd of the bunch, and I'm always looking for new stuff. And I don't know where I came across your newest release. It might have been Steve Hyden or somebody had mentioned. But I mean, and then I've come to find out you got this whole back catalog, man. I swear I've been diving into your music from the very beginning. Um, I don't know how I missed you, man, but I'm so glad I came to it. The solo stuff and what you're doing with Fantastic Cat is amazing. You want to just kind of talk through the new record?
Yeah, totally, man.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's funny when I came across it. Like, funny name, funny album. You got a lot going on the album cover, man. And it's funny. The Surgeon General has determined this product may contain new album "Cat Out of Hell" by the band Fantastic Cat. But so a lot of funny stuff. You got the Hall of Fame countdown, all of that. Mm-hmm. But when you dive into the music, it's very serious. Like you guys are a serious band.
Yeah, that's kind of the sort of the mission statement of the band is that everything outside of the music should just be pure fun, and everything within the music we take dead seriously. And which sounds like an obvious sort of bulletin point, but like it actually was kind of a revelation for a lot of us because we were all singer-songwriters, and there's a certain level of self-seriousness that comes with that kind of comes with that territory, and dropping all that and living by if we think it's funny, then it's funny has been such a relief for us, such a blast for us, and also it's seemingly has sort of drifted over into the audience and their enjoyment of the whole project. So
yeah, does the audience lean into it a little bit?
Yeah, they've started joining in on our commentary online. It's not uncommon to go on our social media and see our fans razzing us pretty hard.
Yeah, that's how so? Give me a good example.
Well, generally the joke is that we suck, and we go with that.
Oh, like Primus.
Yeah, exactly. So we're exactly like Primus, and usually that just stays between us. But the fans have jumped in on it. What do you think?
That's funny. So, like, I mean, you mentioned that the four of you came together, four singer-songwriters. I think somewhere in the liner notes, somewhere or something, you referenced the Traveling Wilburys as like inspiration. Mm-hmm. I see a lot of like Middle Brother, which is a little sad project that some musicians that I love came together. When you first started doing this as a band, did you think it was a one and done?
Absolutely. That's how it was pitched to me, like a Middle Brother type situation. We were going to go out to Donne's studio in the Poconos for a weekend and just cut some stuff we had lying around. And to be honest, we didn't even necessarily know that it was more than that. It was when we put it out and the sort of fan reaction was bigger than we thought it was going to be, that we kind of all collectively were like, okay, maybe we are a band. You know, it was a weird time. It was 2021. We were coming out of the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And sort of an interesting time to start a band because it was sort of an anything goes, type of moment. And sometimes I wonder if it would have been born out of any other time, but because the rules were completely unwritten at that time, we were sort of all like, okay, this is what has drifted ashore for all of us. And we decided to go with it.
So y'all, like when you look at the writing credits, I don't know if it's a Lennon McCarthy thing, but like everybody gives on, all four guys get songwriting credit for all songs.
Yeah.
Is it like, does everybody bring their own stuff and then you collaborate, or like what was the songwriting process like as a band versus what you do in your solo stuff?
It's a mix of both for sure. There are songs that are written from the crown to the toes together, and then there are songs that the primary vocalist usually wrote, but then it crosses over. There are songs sometimes that somebody is singing that they weren't the primary writer on. So we kind of do a little bit of everything. We try to throw off the scent everywhere we can. Mm-hmm. Some songs you can tell Donnie Takes the Bus was written by Don. I wrote Waiting Room. Anthony wrote Elevator, but we are all pretty heavy, with our input, and so there is, we each earn our co-writes across the board on the record.
Gotcha.
So you're hearing a true collaboration all the way through. It's just collaboration is interesting. It's different each time. Sometimes You know, it's almost like spotting somebody on a bench press. Sometimes you're grabbing the whole bar. Sometimes you're just standing there making sure they don't crush their head. You know.
So like when that first album came out, coming out of COVID, was that did you all have a bunch of songs that you had written, or did you all kind of start fresh?
It was a little bit of both. Maybe in the first session, because we didn't know what it was, that probably would have been, you know, cast-offs from our individual records or things that wouldn't have fit. But after a while, after, you know, we did that first session and then we went back in sort of that, and we did the first session before COVID, and then during COVID we sort of worked on stuff, and so it was like a little mix of both, writing for the band, but we didn't really know what the band was yet, so it was a little challenging. And then when we came back with the second record, that was really more of a, okay, we know what this band is, we know what we sound like, and we're going to try to write to that vision board, if you will.
Yeah. I've always thought that if I have zero musical talent whatsoever, other than like listening. In fact, me and my buddy had a band in high school that we were just the first band to only listen to music. But no, but I said, if I ever had a band and there was a part of a song I needed some na-na-nas, I would have to get Adam Duritz to do that. And it sounds like you guys did. How?
Yes.
So what a play! Like, to me, I'm a lifer Counting Crows dude.
Cool.
I've always been. And my wife and I have seen them live many times. I love that, like, every version of, like, every time you see them, it's a new version of every song they do. It's awesome. So what a pleasant surprise for me when I go into your back catalog and all of a sudden I hear some na-na-nas. I'm like, wait a minute, I recognize that voice.
Yeah, of course.
So how did that come about?
You know, he's become a friend of ours and a champion of ours. We know him basically through Mike, whose band Hollis Brown toured with Counting Crows back in, I want to say like 2015, 2016, about 10 years ago. And they stayed in touch. And then when we were working on the song, we sort of had the idea that we were like, this kind of sounds like a Counting Crows song. Had the accordion on it and just had that kind of thing. And we threw it to Adam, and he was totally into it. And we kind of let him have free run, do whatever he want, just feel it, you know. And he aced it. He did an amazing job, and we're sort of eternally grateful to him for adding his voice to that song.
That's awesome. And then he snuck into the video too, huh?
That still blows my mind to this day. I don't know why he offered to do that. Our videos are so stupid. He probably shouldn't have, but he did.
Well, he had a part, right? Like, he played a part.
We had we gave him full acting job.
So what's it like doing videos? I guess that's for the YouTube of it all. Like, is that like,
yeah,
it's different. I grew up in the MTV generation, man. It's like you do videos to promote the song. I guess you still got to do that.
Yeah, I always like having a visual identity. And Anthony is a real tried and true genius at like the storyboarding of it. And Don has like these great visions, and Mike and I just say our lines. But yeah, it's been like a sort of it's become sort of a fundamental part of our thing.
So for our audience, I should tell them to go check out the video for "So Glad You Made It."
Yeah,
right? Like, that's from your second album, right? Is that?
And if you like that, if you like that, all our videos are that stupid.
Yeah. Well, Donnie takes the bus is your newest one.
Yes,
right?
equally as stupid. Just no Adam Duritz cameo.
Yeah. Well, take me back to like what got you into music. So, like, at what point did you think, okay, like, I really dig music, and then at what point did you like, well, maybe I can make a living at this?
Personally, I've been sort of a lifer all the way through, so I kind of have never done anything else. I sort of was this or nothing, and that's worked out. But I started playing when I was a real little kid, and, you know, all through high school, played in bands, played solo, played coffee houses, that kind of thing, you know, singer-songwriter, chorus.
And that's in New York?
Yeah, I grew up in New York State, so we're all from New York for the most part, except for Don, who's from Massachusetts. Anthony's from Jersey, the New Jersey part of New York. But I grew up in a town called Monroe, and Mike is from Queens. So yeah, and then I moved here in 2011. So I've been here.
And where's here?
I'm currently in Red Hook, Brooklyn. So I moved to the east side of Manhattan for a little bit, and then I lived in Williamsburg and Greenpoint. And I met these guys all through the sort of larger New York scene.
Gotcha. My brother-in-law was right across the street from the basketball. What is it? Barclays?
From Barclays?
Brooklyn. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go see him later today. I gotta pick.
Go say hi to Joe
pick
Ferris.
up my prescription.
So you're as a New York kid, you're into music, right? Like, what kind of music are you listening to as a kid?
Rifling through my parents' record collection. Growing up in the 2000s and sort of going to high school in the 2000s, I was definitely into like a lot of modern indie at that time. The Strokes, LCD Sound System, Yeahs, Ryan Adams, all that stuff coming out of New York in sort of the post 9/11 period had a big influence on me. Vampire Weekend. But I'm a singer-songwriter guy through and through, so anybody who writes a story, I have a soft spot for. That kind of thing. I've sort of encyclopedic classic rock head. So that's schooled on all that.
Did you learn music on a guitar or a piano?
Yeah, I'm a guitar player is my primary. All of us are guitar players primarily, except Dunne, I would say, is probably split between guitar and bass.
Gotcha. Yeah. And so you're learning, you're playing guitar, playing coffee houses. At what point you're like, I'm going to put some of this on an album? Like,
I think I cut an EP in college, and it's not very good, so please don't go looking for it. And then when I moved to New York, I made another EP. It was starting to get a little bit better, and then I made a record, and I always knew I was going to make records and tour, And now
Is that Song from the Hive? Is that the one?
Songs from the Hive, yeah. Good research. That's my first record, and I made it here in New York, and then started going on tour, and they get better each one from there.
I think you started pretty damn good though, man. As I went back and started looking, it's funny because if I'm going to consume a band, I want to consume it all.
Oh, cool.
And so
you got a lot to
it's
work
not
through
just finding this, man. Like you guys with the four of you, it's like it's funny. I just took my family through Texas. I used to live in Texas for a while, but I'm a Kentucky guy through and through.
Gotcha.
We figured, okay, we'll take the family back through Texas, and we made our way through pretty much the Dallas down to Austin through Greene. I don't know, anyway, but we did a lot of driving, and so I was pumping you guys, and so. If your streams see a bump in Texas, that was me and my family making our way through.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but anyway, but even back then, man, your music was great. I really enjoyed going back through it, and doing my research. I see you had a little bit of a bump. You had like a certain song kind of take off in the Netherlands. How the heck?
Oh yeah, man. I don't really know how that happened. Somebody heard it on something and started playing it on the radio. Just again, it was like 2021, so it's such a weird time coming out of COVID. I didn't ask too many questions. I just went where I was told. It was really cool. It was a really cool experience to have that song do so well, kind of out of nowhere.
And so I feel like I don't know, like I just see music everywhere, right? And so it's interesting to me that it would be so big in the Netherlands. I mean, obviously you have success everywhere, but to really pop off there, you were playing pretty big shows there.
Yeah, playing pretty big shows there. It's pretty cool. And we did a bunch of tours over there, and over the from 21 to kind of 24ish. It was really cool, man. It was this life in music has provided me nothing but surprises.
Yeah, well, heck, we're just like 15 minutes into this, and we've gone through Adam Duritz and and all of the touring the Netherlands and all that. So with the band now, will you all go international? Like, were you going to head over there?
We did a bunch of international tours. I don't know if we're going to go international with this album, just because we have so many obligations here in the States and in Canada. We'll see. If the schedule permits. I know that we've done some big tours: Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, France. We've played Denmark. Ireland. We've done some stuff up in Kilkenny. We kind of get everywhere.
You suck too? Do they tell you that you suck too?
Yeah, but they're nice about it. They buy you a beer.
Sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
No, yeah. So we kind of go wherever the wind takes us. Really, is the truth.
Yeah. So when you're you had in 2025 you put out a solo record, and then you come back in 26 with a record with the band. So as you're planning things out, are you kind of compartmentalizing things? Are you like, okay, next up I'm going to do a solo record and then we'll get together with the band? How do you kind of manage that and doing both?
I suppose there's some compartmentalizing, but for the most part, it's just sort of because of an abundance of material, you know. Um, yeah, I like to put out records, and it's nice having an audience, especially an audience that's growing. That I sort of feel motivated to serve people. You know, I think it's been a fair bit of my career not having an audience, so it's now that people are anticipating records, I'm putting them out as fast as I can write them. You know.
You're one of the best going, man. It's the content that you're putting out is phenomenal.
Oh, thanks,
and as
man.
I went back and listened to Clams Casino, like it's a great record, man.
Oh, thank
it's
you.
Really great. Yeah. So what's next? You going? Obviously, you're touring with the band.
Yeah. Well, okay. So this is coming out in August. So, as I sit here today, we're going to Colorado and Santa Fe next week, and then we in August kicking off in August. We'll play the Edmonton Folk Fest, and then we do Washington State, and come back east. We do a bunch of festivals up in the New England area and out to the Hamptons for a little summer hang, and then kicking off in September. Or at the very end of September, we got a West Coast run, so we'll be out in Seattle, Portland, LA. Hopefully by the time this comes out, our San Francisco date will be announced.
There you go.
And we carry on. We're doing the Stone Pony in Asbury Park for our big headline show in Pittsburgh, Minneapolis. I'm just giving you kind of the rundown of the rest of the year here.
That's awesome, man. That's
Philly.
Great.
And
I've managed to just miss you, Brian, like every time, because I was in Texas while you were here in Louisville. I was in Nashville. I almost caught your show. I missed you by a day.
Oh, shoot. That was a good one, Nashville.
Was it?
Yeah. But we'll kind of get everywhere. We had a big tour in the spring, and now as we kind of enter the summer months, it's sort of the festival the season, and then back to headlining in the fall, and doing some bigger venues and some bigger crowds, which was really exciting. And we're going to carry on with that. And then probably next year, I wouldn't be surprised to see some solo records from the band.
Awesome. That's great. You mentioned the festival circuit. So as a music fan, I love the idea of going to a festival. And I mean, we've done some shows dedicated to various festivals around here that we go to. We need to get you at Bourbon and Beyond, man. That's a
really cool festival, man.
So we'll see what strings we can pull for next year, man. We'd love to see you there. But what's it like? Like, I imagine you have to approach a festival gig a little differently than a show that's you're headlining on your own.
I suppose but in the band we kind of come out with the same fervor everywhere, which is just our band kind of runs at 10 all the time, and it takes us a concerted effort for us to slow down and play a mid-tempo song. We're very jumpy. So I suppose sometimes a festival set can be a little shorter, so we just kind of, it's sort of a
play the hits.
Maybe a little bit of that, but not that we have any hits. But it's kind of the same feeling across the board.
Yeah. So the folk festivals, like in my mind, I'm thinking like the old school Dylan playing a folk festival. Are those pretty much normal music festivals? Right?
Yeah, they are. Ever since it's been like 60 years since Bob went electric, so they don't seem to mind when we turn up.
Yeah, that's you talk about slowing it down live. I have not seen you live. I can't wait to, but I noticed that you all play a Warren Zevon cover, "Keep Me in Your Heart."
Yeah, we'll do that sometimes.
Is that like a testament? That's a heavy song.
Yeah, we have kind of an arrangement of it that has like a little bit more of a mid-tempo feel, but we just love that song and we love Zevon, and that's kind of one of the people we sort of try to, emulate when we're doing what we do. Zevon gets his roses, but only from like a certain subset of the rock music community. And, we are trying to build a universe that would fit on the head of the pin, and Warren Zevon is sort of at the nexus of that.
Yeah, well, Letterman did his best
Yes.
to promote Zevon.
Totally.
Yeah, that song is a heavy. I mean, that's it's a cool tune.
Yeah, it's one of our favorites.
Yeah, and you cut a version of that. You have a studio version.
Yeah, there's a studio version of that song.
Yeah, cool. So, and then you all, and looking back, I noticed you did have a TV appearance. You appeared on CBS Saturday Morning. Did you get a little bit of bump from that? How'd that come about?
Yeah, we did it a couple times actually. It's great.
Sweet.
Yeah, they're fans of us over there, so we try to play that every time we can.
I guarantee it, man. Yeah. So what's the fans' reaction to the new stuff? Like I'm like I said, I'm a music nerd, and I come across I'm starting to see your album on best of lists and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's been really cool. Yeah, we sort of wrote this record to be sort of a live concert in a way, which is why it starts with crowd noise. So it's been really great playing it on the road. It's an album that's by design built for a live show. So everything has earned its place in the live set. Every song has earned its place in the live set, and we've had a great time playing it, and the crowds are really taken to the new material. Our fans are awesome. They kind of learn the thing, and they really want to participate in it. It's almost like everyone in our audience is a bit of a diehard. So we're sort of building a cultish situation, and everybody kind of knows every word to every song. And so it's been incredible touring this record. Some of the best shows we've played.
See, now that's a feeling you get, man. You put in the years. Like that first album in my notes came out in 2014, so you've been at it a little while.
I have, yeah. The band's only been on a rip of about 4 years, but we've been working really fast.
Yeah, but there's the fact of to play a set and to have the audience singing back to you. It can't be much more rewarding than that, huh?
It's the best.
Yeah, man. So the new you mentioned the live, like you kind of wrote it live. Do y'all play it? You don't play it start to finish though.
No. No, we it's like a classic set list, but we're chock full in the new material. On any given night, I don't think it's uncommon to hear like 6 songs from the new record, 7 songs from the new record. We play a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then are you ever and then some of your solo stuff, do you play one of yours? And
for a time we did that. We would have a solo set in the middle of the show where we'd each go around and play a solo tune. But I will say on this most recent tour, that's sort of fallen away just based on the sheer amount of material that we have to work through. 3 albums worth of material, and we really want to play everything that everybody wants to hear. So we've sort of dropped that for this tour. Occasionally we'll bring it back if we have an extra long set. But for the most part, if you come to see us, you're getting probably the best of the 3 albums.
Yeah. And they've all come out pretty tight. Like you said, coming out of COVID, to have 3 albums, start to finish, no skips, man.
Yeah, we're 3 albums, 4 years.
Yeah. How do you go about picking a set list, knowing that you've got 3 albums worth of material that you want to cover?
Don does it, and then we just complain.
Yeah. Now, as an audience member, nothing bugs me more than when the dude next to me is yelling for a song to be played. Are you guys the same way, or?
No, we're pretty drunk, so we don't really hear it. No, I don't know. No, we don't care. Have a good time.
Yeah, I can't wait to see a show, man. It's I really appreciate like when I find a band and there's so much to explore, and I feel like I'm just scratching the surface.
Yeah, so I hear that, man.
Yeah, where do I need to go next, man? I've like
you need to go to a Fantastic Cat show. That's where you need to go.
That's for sure. I'm like I said, I keep barely missing you guys, so I'm on a road trip. I got the wife into it now too, because so that helps with the road trips if the wife can be a part of what we're doing too.
Very cool.
Yeah. So you guys are on the road through the end of the year, and then now, like, do you, like, when a song idea comes to you, do you just kind of write when you're on the road? You just jot it down? Like, what's the process?
I don't write a ton on the road. Occasionally I'll come up with something on the road. I tend to write at home. It seems to be where I get my best work done, but everybody's different, and I'm always open to like new types of places that you can go and write a song. So I'm not opposed to it. I just generally speaking, the road is generally tour is generally your day is packed, you know.
Yeah.
And you're usually en route somewhere.
So what are y'all in a bus?
We travel in a van. We travel in a Sprinter van, in a big old Sprinter van.
Now, see, I'm envisioning the band being painted like your album cover. Like, is that
sort of? That's sort of our life.
Is it? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, who came up with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing like that?
That I cannot remember. That feels like an Anthony idea, but I cannot remember for the life of me who.
For our audience, you have a running clock. I think it's a running clock, or at least there's a picture of it.
Clock, yeah.
Yeah, of when you become eligible. Now, I was thinking about this. That's of the band, right? So technically, you have your own clock that started, a lot sooner.
I suppose so. Yeah, I guess. I'm eligible even sooner than the band. Maybe I can get in twice.
Yeah, and I think some of your merch even references.
Yes, we have a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame countdown T-shirt as well.
So you're like just 20 years out?
2027. Right?
Yeah.
2047. I take it back. 2040.
I was going to say 2027 seems pretty soon.
2027. That's when I can become eligible.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. We did. It's funny. I came across your band right after we had done an episode about who was this batch of Hall of Famers. And, it's funny. The bands that I was like, Wu-Tang needs to be in and Black Crowes need to be in, but we couldn't champion them enough. But we'll make sure to include you guys in the conversation every year leading up.
Please do.
Yeah. So what else is what have we not talked about? Like we're about 30 minutes into this, and we probably should get going pretty soon. Anything that like the hard hitting journalists asked that I didn't ask?
I don't know. I don't know. I just work here.
Yeah. Well, I should give a thank you to Jessica for helping make this happen. I imagine she works hard for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I bet she's pretty busy now because I don't know if you guys are popping off and if you're seeing it, but the algorithm is certainly working for me. I'm starting to see you guys everywhere, and I will certainly be catching you live at the next opportunity I can.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I hope to see you out at the show.
Brian, thanks so much for coming on the show, man. It's an absolute treat. I mentioned, I was talking to you off air, like that we're just four dudes that came together, did a podcast, and somehow we start pulling in musical legends, or at least guys I consider legends. And you're right there, man. You're one of the best songwriters going. And I'm not saying that because you're just sitting next to me. I truly believe it. You're doing great work. The band, when you come together, is magic, man. It's really, really something that our audience should check out. So
thank you so much,
Brian. Thanks for coming on the show, buddy.
Absolutely.
Southern Hang family, thank you so much for tuning in. It's awesome to be back, and we've got more coming up. Bourbon and Beyond is hitting this fall, and we'll have several episodes leading into that. And so we hope to see you all soon. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Thanks again, Brian.